Now you just can't leave.
So, the biggest story. I guess I should introduce myself first. I didn't even say hello. Harry Mack from the Bookie's Basement, the Reverse Mush podcast. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, unfortunately, my co-host couldn't be here today, but hopefully next time. But so now we can jump right into it. Now, now that I've gotten that out of the way, so I guess the biggest story in the PFL's lightweight division the last few weeks has been Clarissa Shields and her MMA debut. So did you get a chance to see that fight? What did you think of her performance?
I don't give a fuck about her fight. I'm not fighting with her. Why I need to think about her if I not fight with her? Only one person I need to think about. It's me and my fight. That's it.
Very
And
fair.
and maybe one person who I like to see in this tournament, it's Rory McDonald. That's it. These two persons the most important for me in this tournament. Like Rory, because I'm excited of his fights and I'm huge fans of his fights, and me because of me, because I represent my people, I represent my gym, Samson, I represent my country, Ukraine. So I need to think about myself. And yeah, I spent 5 years in boxing national team in Ukraine. This is like I'm start from Muay Thai, then I was like a boxing many years. So yeah, I know Clarissa before even her pro career in boxing. I know her since amateur. But like, okay, she make a debut. Okay, but if we're going to fight together, so maybe I will be so excited that she will make a debut in MMA. But I don't care about it, honestly. Maybe it sounds like ego, but I better say true than I lie.
Wow, very, very, very fair. Got to focus on what's in front of you. So speaking of what's in front of you, you got Larissa Pacheho coming up on Friday. So I wanted to know, is there anything that you specifically see in this matchup that you think you can exploit?
Specific? I see specific opponent who was in final last year, or maybe 2 years ago. I see the person who I think she is the best opponent from the whole tournament because she good striking, she good grappler, so she one of the most dangerous girls here, and somebody need to fight with her. So I think I have a huge balls to fight with her. So what?
There you go. So someone's got to do it, right? Might as well be you. So I don't know if you're big into betting on sports at all, but so you're coming into this fight as a plus 375 betting underdog right now. So you're a moderate underdog. So is there anything about that changes your perspective to a fight going into a fight?
So it will be great if I put money on myself and win this fight. It will be great plan. Maybe I will earn even more for fight for the earning money in like in this one what you say than for my fight. So why not?
There you go.
I'm not a gambling person, so like some people like I know it's popular like and it makes you adrenaline to put money on your favorite fighters. So
Yeah, it's part of the sport these days.
yeah, I like to break expectations. So we will see.
There you go. It's always fun to play the underdog role. Always fun to play spoiler. What would be the your basic sales pitch to PFL fans thinking about betting on you?
Right. One thing, then another thing happens. Like you can rewatch fight Tibau and Rory McDonald, and you can put money on Rory, but then you fuck up.
Yep.
You never know.
The decisions like that Rory and Tebow fight, and there's been a couple of controversial decisions this season. Does that kind of make you think twice about going to the judges' scorecards and maybe give you a little bit of extra juice to go out there and finish?
I think my opinion, all of us try to make finish as soon as possible. It make you more points. But if it happened, the judges need to solve who win or lose. So don't complain. It was your fault. Never expect somebody will be more polite to you because you're a nice person. Whatever ever happened, even if you won the fight, sometimes judges can think another way. So this is my advice for all fighters, no matter MMA, boxing, kickboxing. If you wanna definitely be champion, try to finish it as soon as possible.
There you go. I'd say that's good advice to any young fighters out there. So I guess speaking of young fighters out there, obviously we've really seen not just MMA as a whole grow exponentially in the last 5-10 years or whatever, but we've also really seen women's MMA grow a lot in that period of time. So what does it kind of mean to you to know that there might be young girls watching at home who might watch you fight and think, I think I could do that, or I would want to do that?
When I first fly here and I give interview for PFL, they ask me about my goal. So my goal is to earn this tournament and to fight in this tournament for make a academy of mixed martial arts in my hometown. And because my country, I love my country. I'm always represent my country all my life, and I will be do it till the end of my life. But unfortunately we don't have so much money or opportunities like in US, for example. So I would like to make a huge academy of sport in my hometown, and I would like to give a free classes for people who has no opportunity, no money to train, because I know a lot of story when people who use drugs, people who with the bad habits start to make sport and their life totally change. So if even my fights or my spirits can motivate somebody to sport, I will be really excited, because sport is much better than just waste your time for nothing on the street. And I would like to give this opportunity to people, not waste their lifetime, because people not realize life is so fucking short. You may not wake up tomorrow. The question is what legacy you left when you die. Even your children, your grandchildren maybe still remember you, but then what? You're one of the billions ghosts disappear. So the question is what you left after your death. You cannot take all your money to the cemetery. You need my philosophy. You need to help someone. You need to left something after your life, because what the point of life?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's a commendable goal, and it's refreshing to hear things like that for sure. Because yeah, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. We're all in this together, just trying to figure out the world. But yeah, there's speaking of what you said, there's an old saying I like that's you die twice, and it's you die when you die, and you die the second time when the last person says your name out loud. So yeah, it all comes down to what you leave behind. So it's definitely an important thing to think about at this stage. But so I guess changing topics up a little bit. I know we touched on Rory a little bit earlier, but I know that you had talked about before in some other media appearances. You had a conversation with Ray Sefo about just how much you love fighting and how much fighting content you consume, from kickboxing to Muay Thai to MMA. So I wanted to ask, if you had to pick one fighter, a single favorite fighter across all of combat sports, other than yourself, of course, who do you think it would be?
I don't know what.
It's a tough one.
I don't know what. There is the couple of people who make me inspire. You know, but it will be rude to another one fighters who my friends, and I have a lot of friends, so it's difficult. But if you ask me to say ones who still fighting and who will fight soon, it will be definitely Conor McGregor.
There you go. I don't think that's an uncommon answer.
in all his fights, in all his fights. I was on I am on his side. I don't give a fuck with whom he fight. This guy, he's amazing. He's smart, he's technical, and he make this sport more popular. But some dumb people don't realize it.
Yeah,
Some people
no,
just judge him. Oh, fuck them. Like, I'm huge fan of him, and I would like, and I'm still not meet him. Like, but if you ask me about MMA, like, and fighters who still fighting, it's definitely Conor.
yeah. I think there are a lot of criticisms people have of Connor, but yes, whatever side of him, whatever side of that debate people are on, I don't think there's anyone who can deny that. Yes, I mean he did probably more to grow this sport than any other single individual has done in the last maybe ever, and especially in Europe. But no, definitely. I'm partial to. I think if I had to pick right now, I would go Rod Tang over in one. I love watching Muay Thai. I don't know, something about the art of eight limbs. Not that I don't also love watching MMA and love all the fights the PFL puts on. And I'm very much looking forward to your fight as well. But speaking of, I think I've taken enough of your time. You've been very, very generous. Is there anything you want to plug before I let you go?
I just want to say, whatever people say about, I just want to give some advice to fighters and people who will watch your blog, that don't give a fuck about whatever anybody say to you, because most of people egoist in this life, and they always with you when you success, but the true people, the true friends will be with you in any times, in the hard times, in the bad times, in the good times. So just keep believing yourself. That's all I can say. And don't listen anyone who try to say you some shit. Keep believe.
That's right. Well,
And I
Olena,
have
thank you.
one more. I have one more. I will
Oh,
show you. I have a
please do.
tattoo. This is my life goal. It's you cannot see, but it's never give up.
I love that.
Whatever happen in your life, like never give up. Even if you have some horrible disease like cancer, for example, never give up. Keep praying, keep believing God, and again, never give up.
There you go. Hard to say that is anything but very good advice. So, Olena, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck on
Thank you.
Friday, and have a good rest of fight week. Hope the weight cut goes well.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.